Hi folks, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick, we're on the Atari 2600 and we're going to be playing a game called Gauntlet. No, not that Gauntlet from the arcades. This is a different Gauntlet published by Atari Software Corporation in 1983. Basically, it's a sort of like a run vertically upwards, avoiding objects and survive as long as you possibly can. Jumping over stuff. You've got a bit of an energy bar there on the bottom right, that blue bucket thing. If that fills up, you are dead. So we'll see how long we can survive. But yes, not like Gauntlet from the arcades, which came out later from Atari in 1985. That was a maze game. Here we go. I'm this guy in the cowboy hat at the bottom. Avoid all these arrows. So here we go. Yeah, so you'll be hearing that tune a lot, I'd imagine. So avoid trees. You can speed up, slow down. You come to a skidding halt like that. You can try and jump over stuff if you time it right, but watch it. If you jump over a log and land into a tree, you lose a bit of energy anyway. So this game is a little bit unique for this sort of era, because most games, if your character bumps into an object, you would die. This has got an energy bar instead. As you can see, it's slowly going down with that light cyan, or light blue, going over the dark blue. So let's see how long I can survive. It puts me in mind a bit of a 2D version of Temple Run, if you remember that app from, there's an extra bit of energy there, from the iOS systems. Do check out my review of Temple Run and Temple Run 2, which are blooming old now, but anyway, here we go. Now, I don't think this is in levels, it just goes on and on and on, and it might get a bit narrower as we go through. Yes, any collision with anything, you lose a bit of energy, but as I say, it's not live based, it's energy based, and you can top that up every now and again. Now, if you had this game back in the day, let me know. I'd never heard of it. 1983. So it came out about a year after ZX Spectrum there. So I've redone my energy. So this could be quite a long go. The animation of him running is okay. You only ever see one leg at a time. Oh, we saw two legs there, just to prove me wrong. So there's arrows coming across. There's trees. There's logs there. As you know, if you're walking through a wood and bump into a log, you instantly in trouble. I think those light blue things are puddles coming across. There's axes. So you know, there's not a great deal to the game. But it hasn't aged particularly well already. But, you know, it's a sort of game in 1983. If I saw it on a big TV as a kid, I would have loved playing the thing. I would have liked a timer going down instead. So I'm massacring that thing. Red. Oh dear, energy is not looking overly good, but let's just keep going. So the go is lasting a long time, so I think with a bit of practice you could have been playing this for absolutely hours. This is my first go. Now these reviews aren't about expert gameplay, although it does sometimes happen by random. It's all about seeing how you would have got on your first or second go. Oh, I think that's an extra point there, that flame. Would have been enough there to, yay, mega points I think. Oh, we didn't get me. Anyway, would there be enough if you want to go back and play again? And I think, as I say, I would go back and play it again, but not by modern day standards, but for 1983, as a kid age, I don't know, about 8 or 9, I would have done. That's if you're not very good at it, which is getting that way now. You can hear that beeping a lot, and that is a little bit annoying as I get axed in the head. But continue anyway. So we've got a black cowboy hat on, by the looks of things, a blue top and grey trousers. If you've got that ensemble, then comment below. What's that white thing? Is that like a fan going across? I don't know if that's something we can get for extra points. Is it? Oh no, it's death. Don't walk into a fan, folks. There's the energy there again. Oh, is that me dead? I didn't make it to there. Well, there you go. So 2,250 points from Atari Software Corporation. Not a publisher I've heard of before, so I don't know what else they've done. If you know, then comment below. I don't think I've reviewed anything by them. So it's possible people might hunt this down, think it's going to be Gauntlet, that popular maze game from Atari, where you select any one of 4 characters, multiplayer as well, hacking at ghosts and stuff. This is, well, as it says, a survival 2D vertical scroller, survive 'em up. Yay! Right. So, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not sure how big this game was back in the day, but I think any kids that had it or gifted it wouldn't have minded the gameplay. It's basic enough. There we go. Gauntlet. Don't think it had a sequel, but it's not varying at all, the gameplay. We pretty much see all of it straight away. So there's axes, that occasional flame thing that comes up where we can get bonus points there, logs to avoid, puddles going across, and I think it might be my just imagination, but it looks like it's getting gradually narrower as you go through. If you're liking your Atari 2600 games, we've reviewed quite a few of them now. They're all in a playlist. If you want to get there, you can click on my username. That takes you to the channel page. And then click on playlists. And there, Atari will be there along with other systems. The logs are getting bigger now. So, you know, you could play with a friend so you can get the furthest, but it doesn't tell you what distance there, it's just your score. But yeah, so there's two things that this game, this has been really picky now because it is 1983. Two things that would have improved it. A timer, ticking down gradually, maybe some checkpoints for bonus time, and yeah, and maybe a distance-ometer to see how far you got. But, you know, what is there is okay. It's acceptable for 1983. Wish it was called something else, like it was called Temple Run. That'd be quite good. But Temple Run didn't exist then. It's Gauntlet. Right, come on, fella. No unlockables here. This isn't a time of unlockables. It's a time of basic 8-bit gaming, and it's getting a bit narrower now, is it? Or is it just my imagination again? Experiment with the jumping, but I think jumping's going to get you in bother in this game because there's not much space to work with. It pauses ever so slightly when you bump into something, but not for a great deal of time. I don't know who's throwing these arrows and axes at us, but someone that doesn't like it very much. Right, bonus points time. I think, or is that? I think that might be a checkpoint or some description. Yeah, we've got bonus points there. 2,250. We're zipping the points here. I think a kid would have kept playing this, the addictiveness, to see if it changed into anything else, like the colours change, but I don't think it does. If you know different, then let me know. But yeah, that's what would have kept a kid's imagination going. Someone would have lied in the playground saying, yeah, if you get to such and such in, the trees turn orange, or there's a big end-of-level boss or something like that, but I don't think it ever does. As we get an arrow in the hat, losing energy there. Yeah, so keep an eye on that energy bar on the bottom right above the 0 in my score there. I think that's gradually getting to nothing. I think one more death and we've had it, unless we can regenerate our power on one of the, man icons that come up. So control your speed, so it's up, down, left and right. Right, I think one more hit and we're doomed, aren't we? I can't really make out the energyometer, really. I like the way he comes skidding to a halt there, as if he's going at breakneck speed. Right, there's a life thing over there. Can we get over there? No. I think that might be it, mightn't it? No, we're still okay, right. We must have, perhaps we got 2 energy bars that go up, a bit of life. Make that thing go cyan. Seems like that's a bit of a bug in the game. You can go backward and forward and take that as much as you can do. A bit like the fuel in River Raid, I suppose. Oh, it's got killed by a rock. It's either a rock or a puddle. I presume it might be a rock coming across. No one's ever been killed by a puddle, have they? Have you been killed by a puddle? Then comment below. How did that happen? Maybe it was a puddle of that acid from the film Alien. Well, that's it. I'm definitely doomed now. Good. Well, really, there's enough for a review there, but I think I want another go. So it is a little bit addictive, I suppose, once you've loaded the thing up. All in cartridges, of course, on the Atari 2600. What a great system. I didn't own it back in the day, but I'm loving gradually going through its catalogue. You might have a favourite game if you owned that system there. So, you know, let me know what your favourite game is. We might have covered it, we might not have done, but there's not a good bit of jumping by me, but there's not a massive amount of games. Probably about, you probably know better than me, probably like a few hundred, not like the Spectrum's got thousands and thousands, so it's possible that we might end up covering all of them, and then we'll go on to the Atari 5200, or that 7 thing. There we go, good. Very detailed stuff, Nick. Well, you know, this isn't a detailed channel, it's all about having a bit of fun. You're around a friend's house, you haven't necessarily read the instructions, and you're playing it like a kid rather than an adult behind you with a big fat book of instructions trying to do it properly. Hooray! Good stuff. It's stress busting, it's reliving it, it's trying to get that nostalgia back. We're all kids here, we haven't got any money worries or any mortgage or rent or all that sort of stuff. We're just playing the game, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. We're just trying to beat Ken in the playground, or Sue or Betty, their top score, so we can go back the next day and say, look, I beat you, can I copy your maths homework, please? That's the sort of area we're in, folks. 1983. Hooray! please consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you've watched this far into the video, it might be that you like this kind of stuff, and well done you. It always helps the channel grow. The more subscribers the channel gets, the more chances it's got of long-term success and staying around. Having said that, big thank you to the members as well. Your help, isn't underestimated, so thank you as well. That's making a lot of things possible. If you want to be a member, it's not compulsory by any means, because it's, as I say, it's stress busting. Click on that join button and see what it's all about. Hurrah! Get access to the members section and see what videos are going up in the next week. Updated every Sunday. Right, this is definitely my last go. As I say, I think with the upgrades and stuff, the energy stuff, you can keep collecting. I think you could play this a while. Don't bump into the side. Don't know why the side is blue. Maybe it's a river either side. Oops. Always got the feeling we're running either in a cavern or through some forest. There's enough trees there for that. So I don't know how far I've got, but it's just based on scores. What was our high score before? 2,200 and something, was it? I wasn't really paying attention. It's tough to play the game and comment at the same time, but here we are now. Entertain us. Well, I'll try my best, folks. I'll try my best. Right, don't sweat the small stuff. Everything is the small stuff. It's a break from reality gaming, and that's why we love coming back to all these games, in which there are thousands, so well done the people that created them back in the day. I do prefer 8-bit out of all the stuff. I like 16-bit as well, but 8-bit. Retro's all about the era where you grew up and first got into gaming, isn't it, really? So although I like the Amiga and PlayStation and various other modern games, I do like this era the best. Early 80s is my favourite, probably 1980, or maybe 1970 for some of them, or 78, or that sort of era. Space Invaders and stuff. So yeah, late 70s I suppose to mid 80s is my favourite era, but there's loads of stuff that I like. 1400. Oh no, I'm getting killed all the time now. You don't want an arrow in your hat. Oh, look at that. Now I've bumped into a long sort of like ditch of water. Oh, look at that. I'm getting gradually worse. Isn't that always the way? Right, come on. This is my last go. We move forward. There's the torch of fun. Welcome to the torch of fun. Oh, I bumped into it. Then I died. So you only bumping that once for a bonus. 1,900. I don't think I've got long for this world now. I wonder if this is Cad Bane from Star Wars. Cad Bane didn't exist then, so oh look, this is terrible gameplay now, Nicky. I think the stuff's generating at random through here. This is my longest go so far, I think, but the score isn't particularly clever. Oh god, I think about 2 more hits and you're doomed. That was a good old jump. It does feel good when you get the jump right, but that's a risky strategy. It's a very risky strategy. Quite often it doesn't come off. Right, now. I would love to get to another torch. Sure. How many times have I bumped into stuff now? I can't believe I'm still alive, Clive. Right, this is getting very, very narrow in here. Well, there's no timer, so I suppose you can go as slow as you want. Perhaps the secret of this game is to go slow and don't go quick. I mean, there's no hurry. That's a good metaphor for life, isn't it, really? There is no rush, unless you're late for your bus or train, and then rush, big nose. But, right, right, very, very narrow now in here. That's this furthest I've got. How narrow can it get? I think maybe about 2 more hits and we're doomed, which probably won't be very long away. Oh look, got caught on the foot by an axe there. So how'd you get through that configuration? Oh, that's it again. Well, I really like that game. A lot more than I should have liked it. It's fairly basic, but it's of an era. Easily confused with the Gauntlet that was to come later. But it's okay. Aged terribly, but, you know, it's quite addictive, and I liked it more and more. I played it. It might get on your nerves after a while. So, hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Gauntlet on the Atari 2600, published by Answer Software Corporation in good old 1983. A game that includes an energy bar rather than dying straight away. So, kudos for that. If you have any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.